What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard trading coach. I will be doing a live trading session and live analysis, live discussion about every aspect of trading. So today is a Euro day and dollar day. So let's see, there is a news coming up, back to back, three important news coming up. So we'll be looking at all of them one by one. First of all, I want to look the euro dollar, and then we'll be looking at the Gbpusd. As if we look at the news calendar, then we see that this is the news calendar coming up, and just in 15 minutes euro news coming. Two very high impact news: main refinancing rate as well as monetary policy statement. And then at 10:30 p.m. coming up, core PPI, core retail sales, PPI, retail sales, and unemployment claims. So unemployment claims is very important. PPI also absolutely important news coming up. So there could be very high volatility coming up, and at the same time you can see again 10:45 there will be some press release on euro. So let's keep eye on all of them. All right, we see that there is a huge volatility, and I would like to have some good trade coming along the way. If you look at euro dollar, I have posted analysis early today as well. Now the euro dollar is on the daily opening and closing. All right, I think that with the news coming up, we could see an upside bounce initially on euro dollar, and then ultimately we could see the downside drop. This is what I have discussed early today. Now this is the analysis that I also have posted. Let's see how it plays out in the real market. Now I will explain more after the news why I have did that analysis that way. So here we see that euro dollar, if you closely look at, you can see that the market still maintaining series of higher low on the daily, and this is a smooth daily trend line, has not been tested yet from the daily perspective on euro dollar. So let me do this one smaller. Right, so here we see that euro dollar, we might see first a bounce, like a drop down, all right, retest, and then going back up to test the 20 MA, and then ultimately coming down. That could be the wave on euro dollar. Now if we look at the 1 hour chart, what we see that from this 1 hour perspective, there is from this level there is a bearish candle has formed. Still there is a probability for after drop initial upside is possible. From the 15 minutes and on the lower time frame, we see that euro dollar currently in a consolidation, and from that zone, I'm expecting with the news coming up to have this kind of long week initially, and then going back up, testing the high, and then coming down. Okay, so just 10 minutes remaining for the news coming up. Let me know what do you think, which way the market is heading on all of them, including dollar, euro. Good evening, coach. Have a profitable day. Absolutely. Good evening, Elvis. Good evening, Dons. Good morning, Dons. Mugda. Good morning, Angels. Hello, coach. How are you, Angel? I'm good, thank you. Good evening, Ahmed. Hello. Good evening. Will everyone to have wonderful day, sir? Yes, absolutely, thank you. Good morning, good evening, coach. Hey sir, do you have Telegram group? Christine, yes, absolutely, we do have Telegram group. If you want to join the free Telegram group where only the educational content, you can find the link below the description. If you want to join the VIP Telegram group where I share all my trade, all the entries, stop loss, and take profit, also you can join. To join the VIP group, you need to first go to the website, click the link on the website, and then click join now button. Then you will be able to join and access everything that we have. So let me quickly look at on euro dollar what I think that in this market we could see that euro dollar is potentially gathering liquidity from the top, and then we can expect for the price to come down to break the low. The way you see that, this is the 4-hour candle here, which is forming a doji and closing in 53 minutes. So this candle will hold all the news coming up. So for me, I want to see that, you know, this one coming down here to this trend line. This is a, you know, this is a support level. So if you look at here, now you see that this is a support level. It's creating series of higher low. And if you look at the daily low, the previous daily low is here, which is a crucial point to look at, 1.0711. If the spike come down, then we could find an entry opportunity for a buying. If we see initial spike up, then I will wait for the price to break this swing high. So let's mark out all the zones that you will be looking at. And this is the resistance, this is a support, this is the range that I will be looking for potential entry. I already explained, this is the daily, previous daily low. So either touching that low or breaking the low, giving any high probability bullish setup, we'll look for buying if the price is going up to this fair value gap. So this is a FVG. Now if you are not sure about FVG, you can let me know on the Telegram, on the live chat, not on the Telegram. I will explain to you what it is. So this is a FVG, okay, and very high probability that we could see ultimately the price is going back up to fill that zone and then coming down. Now looking at the weekly a bit more, looking at the higher time frame will give you always a clear direction in the market, removing all the noise from the lower time frame as the market moves according to the higher time frame. If you are a little bit of experienced trader, you know very well. So always looking at bigger picture will give you a clear direction in the market. Now from the monthly, looking at euro dollar monthly price action, this monthly price action is a bearish, long-term bearish market. All right, we see that back to back already 2 months of continuous drop. This month also so far we have seen that euro dollar had a significant drop. Now if we look at the weekly time frame, we can see the same situation from the weekly as well. The market has dropped well below and we can expect a pullback. Okay, if you look at this weekly chart, you can see that it's a continuous red candle and there is a pullback possible for this market. Now looking at the daily, where we see the daily trend is down and the liquidity is above 1.0800, which is a pure imbalance in the market, and there is a probability for the price to go ahead and test the zone, which is a probability. If the buyers not being able to break the high, then we might see that a waterfall, like a big drop. And let's keep eye and not being, you know, what I can say, that very rigid on our directional bias. Instead, let's wait for the news coming up and then we'll be jumping on a trade as soon as we will find that entry opportunity. Kara analysis, Kara, thank you very much. Good evening. Hello. Good evening, coach. Good evening, euro dollar. Yep. How are you? Not live streaming London session. Noman, yeah, we are doing this one. We want to do what we do very well. So thank you for asking that. Yep. Good afternoon, coach. Parish, yep. What time in your country now, coach? Okay, here I'm at 10 p.m. Very, very nice. 1010 p.m. Hello, future flex euro dollar, because Thank you, coach. Any upside for gold? Okay, thank you. Good evening. Okay, now looking at euro dollar, we have seen that the potential bias. Let's quickly look at the gold, guys. Gold is basically, we see that gold has dropped as expected. This is what I was expecting on gold. The way I see this gold price action is, for me, still bearish. Okay, this is the 4-hour time frame. Let's quickly look at the daily. Now daily formed a middleman on gold, and that middleman tested the neckline of the head and shoulder as well. So gold for me is still bearish, and we can see that today so far initial drop has given a further probability for downside. Now the news is very important. This might change the momentum in the market, but at worst case you could see that gold is going up to test this level, right, this liquidity zone. The ultimate movement for gold is still bearish. The way this structure has formed on gold, which is a highly bearish structure. Now what could happen with the news? Gold might go up to fill some of this zone, and then we can expect it to break down again, and that could lead gold to come back to the daily. This is a support level, which is also the weekly and monthly support, and there is still probability. The way this structure has formed, you can see there's quite a few times of false breakout along the way. Now if you're not sure about false breakout, let me know, guys. We'll discuss more. Now here we see that there is so many times gold has done that false breakout that basically has given a very high probability for this instrument to break down, because it has massive liquidity here, okay, and along the way also it is creating a lot of false breakout, giving a very high probability for gold to drop to this support level. All right, news coming up in 2 minutes, guys. In these 2 minutes, I see that almost 100 nearly 200 people watching. I need a lot of like, smash it, and also hit that subscribe button before the news. Make it same people watching, the same number of likes, guys. Do it for me, and also I'll do it for you. This is the win-win game here in trading. You help the channel by smashing the like button. I'm here to give my best so that you can also grow as a trader. So let's do it together, making some pip and growing as a trader. So let's find out. Let me know, guys, before the news, what do you think, which way gold is going to be heading in that zone? Very highly likely we could see spike on gold as well. That can give us potential entry opportunity. And this is the 15 minutes before euro news. So euro news might impact the gold also. For the euro news, I want to look at first of all euro, and then we'll be looking at gold as well. All right, that's awesome. Thank you all of your support to the channel, and catching the classes there. Hello, so you are okay. Please, can you look at gold? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we see that spike, what we discussed, that spike has happened, right? So now it's downside, so you see spike up and down. All right, okay, now down a spike. So let me see from the daily. Okay, so has broken the daily support level. morning. Okay, so we see that from that resistance zone, so 1 hour go euro dollar has a strong breakdown. Gold is still going, still trying to create some upside momentum, but what I think that ultimately that's also gonna drop. If euro dollar is dropping, that very few chance that gold gonna go up, it's gonna drop too, because they almost move in the same direction. Right, so going back to euro dollar again, there's a big drop. So break of the support level. Okay, completely. This move on gold is very good. That's a sign of potential bounce back. Let's find out what euro dollar has done. Euro dollar has broken all this low, has come back down below this doji. I delete all of them. I'm just comparing that gold and euro dollar. So you see that along with which in fact has broken the weekly low. Looking at gold, so that means that DXY carrying, we see that upside on DXY, and gold is moving in the same direction. That's a very interesting correlation. This is a rarely happens. You'll see that gold normally moves opposite direction of DXY, but what we see here is that gold and DXY moving in the same direction. So here on the daily and 4 hour, 1 hour, so DXY an upside, and gold has, so this movement on gold very highly likely it's gonna be a fake out. So let's find out how the market is doing here. 2 long week candle. Timing is very, very important. Okay, so 10 minutes USD news coming. So I wouldn't recommend at the moment opening any trade, guys. Just keep analyzing, keep predicting, but it's not good time to open position unless the market settle. AUD USD, if you look at, which is showing interestingly bullish. So if AUD USD bullish, then gold, eventually move almost in the same direction. So that could lead euro dollar had a bounce. Okay, euro dollar had a bounce exactly as expected. So it's not euro dollar, no, euro dollar had a bounce, NZD USD had a bounce, but euro dollar. So some of the pairs moving very interestingly. If you look at AUD USD, completely opposite direction of euro dollar. So if you look at GBP USD, we see that also downside on GBP USD. So gold has gone up. So this gold move, very likely that it's a fake move, and we see that after creating that long wick candle, the market trying to return back. All right, so with the news we might see another spike up. This is the news candle on gold on the 15 minutes, right? So that could be, so it has tested 1910, might see another spike. Okay, there is another spike possible to the upside. So ultimately we see that they are heading to the major direction of the trend from the 1 hour. If you look at, which is still quite a few minutes to go, on gold 1 hour is, the price has reached that zone and then got rejected. So gold price action, if you look at, which is potentially bearish. Now it is the most important question here is how much the price is going up to gather liquidity before dropping. Okay, this is the $1 million question. Let me know guys in the live chat which way you think that gold is heading. Now before progress further, if you are trading, if you want to join a regulated broker, guys, our my recommended broker is Trade. You can find the link on Trade in the description area. They say there are no commission broker, and also I can give you a link in the live chat. You have given that, you can use that link to register for free, starting trading with regulated broker. They are recommended broker and they are regulated by SEC and FCS. So you can use that link to start trading with a regulated broker. So what we see here on this level, so gold on all time frame, gold will buy and start selling 1915 quickly. The price action is still bearish to me on all of them. Yeah, absolutely. So you see that gold, yeah, this is what we're talking about, that daily bias is bearish. Yeah, so this is what we are talking about, that euro dollar and gold, all of them showing downside bias. So the bias is bearish on gold and euro dollar. If you look at DXY, this is what I was talking about, that DXY is forming that bullish pattern. So when DXY is bullish, we should be able to see that euro dollar, gold, Gbpusd downside, except we see that some unusual strength on AUD USD, which is which ultimately may come started to drop on the candle close, because if gold is coming down, then very highly likely AUD USD also coming down. And this is the daily chart, as you can see on AUD USD, which above the daily 20 EMA. All right, so okay, Now make a guess, guys. What do you think, which way the price is heading? There is always buyers and sellers in the market. What's your opinion? So before the news finally be released, 3 minutes remaining, I think that gold will have another spike up because the news coming up, there are 4 major news, right? And they are very, very high impact. 4 or 5 major news coming up. Okay, 5 of them. Unemployment claims, major indicator of the economic activities. Retail sales, PPI, core retail sales, core PPI, and then later coming up ECB press conference. So these are very good indication of if there is any recession coming. So we'll be looking at to see what the market is presenting to us. NASDAQ, absolutely correctly. I go, yes coach, I think it will spike up during the news to 1950. Then we continue growing down. Overall bias is bearish. I agree. Okay. Huge liquidity. Okay, Baba, you need NASDAQ. Let me see the NASDAQ also. They are almost in the same direction. All right, so looking at NASDAQ. So if you look at NASDAQ here on the daily, we have seen that there was a drop and then immediate return. Weekly, so you see that NASDAQ, what it did here from the weekly, it has gone back up to the rest. NASDAQ, see, when you see one pair, it will give you a very general direction of the majority of the pair. If you look at NASDAQ, what you see that this is the weekly chart, all right, and there is a higher low on the weekly, and with that higher low creation, the price has formed this bullish candle. Now, because it has a bounce and it's a long-term bullish, very highly likely that NASDAQ will try to break the weekly high. All right, it will try to break the weekly high, and that means that the spike could go up with NASDAQ. All right, so if you look at the 4-hour, where you see that there is a chance that NASDAQ is going to push up initially and later either it's trending or coming back down. So NASDAQ and gold, euro dollar almost moving in the same direction. So if we look at, so NASDAQ from here, we can expect it to first go try to break the weekly high before coming down. There is a probability for that. We see the news being released and we see that gold have broken down that from that zone, right? Euro dollar also massive drop. Let me see on the 5 minutes. Yeah, that's what happened. See that breakdown. Okay, we see that breakdown. From that head and shoulder and then has broken down. Okay, so looking at this zone, which is forming that liquidity candle on gold, which is a very high probability for the price now to come down. So you see that the price at 1900 level, there is a weakless candle here on the daily, guys. This is one important thing to look at. So if we draw a support on that zone, which is 1897 in the bounce area. All right, so clean breakdown. Now it is important to look at the entry point where we can see that gold is heading. All right, 1898. Yep, what happened to euro? So euro, we see that breakdown. Gold will test support. Yeah, what do you think after yesterday's bullish? Okay, mom. Yeah, so here gold will spike to okay, let's see. We see that strong breakdown, and we already see that initial spike to the upside. Coach, I didn't think gold sell will pass 90. Okay, I think drop. Okay, probably good. Nice impulse downs. Then yeah, Golan. Is it safe to sell NASDAQ, sir? Okay. You wanna buy gold? I wouldn't think that it's a good idea at the moment, because what is dropping is likely to drop. That's the law of trading, right? This is the law. Now if you are a trader, then you need to know the law. This is why many traders fail, because we tend to sell the top, buy the bottom, but the quite opposite. All right, so it is important that you understand that always look forward to see the trend direction. Now gold, you can see yesterday we have seen that multiple manipulation. So if you look at this market, all right, on gold, you see that what happened whenever the price is breaking the high, getting rejected. That means that the market is, this is a sharply falling market, and in a falling market always look for liquidity grab and then look for selling opportunity. A very simple rule of thumb. Okay, so gold, we see that it's sell-off happening, and we look for entry, sell entry, looking at the GJ. So GBP JPY doing the same thing. We see that there is a bearish price action on GJ as well. But if we look at the daily, this market, I sometimes hesitate to sell because it's a long-term bullish market. If we look at weekly, again we see that dodgy. It's not a good market for selling at the moment. Let me look at the euro dollar. Okay, that's a big drop. Okay guys, so here we see that breakdown on euro dollar. This is a big drop. Okay, we need to wait for a pullback. Don't be impatient, please. It's very important that you are patient. Why even not being patient? To be, if you understand trading, that that trading is a game of, or business of, liquidity, right? A good trade will give you the whole month's earning. Is that right? Absolutely. Imagine that you had a $100 100K account. Okay, now these days you can have if you have the skill, there is a funding account available for you. So for a 100K account, all right, 100K account, 5% is $5,000. All right, $5,000, 5%. Now, if you gain even in a month, 5% is a $5,000, right? Any trader who are profitable just by name should be able to gain at least 5% in a month, at least. And that's enough, isn't it? To gain 5% if you are for a profitable trader in a month, one trade in a week is more than enough. One trade in a week. So that the more than enough. So we had a lot of trade and we'll have a lot of trade. That's why this is a big reason why many traders fail. And also this is one of the main reasons that I failed when I began my trading journey. I have the humility to tell what happened. So I did a lot of over trading. I didn't understand the market structure, liquidity and price action. And I just tried to make the profit from the market by just opening positions and after position just to see that actually the account is bleeding, until I realized that I need to develop that patience. Okay, and that pays off, isn't it? All right, so if you are struggling from patience, also I would recommend you to to be with traders who are supportive to you. And it is important, okay, very good, very important that you develop that patience. And this is what I am working on in Forex Trading Wizard Academy as well, so that everyone here on the channel, because when you are here on the live session I'm not getting you, but when you are on the academy you have access to me. So my goal here is to help everyone so that they can develop that patience. And because I do share all my trades with entry, stop loss and take profit. Very few mentors share their trade because they sometimes hesitate to share their entry, stop loss and take profit. I do share. That's how who are in the academy also can get benefit from it. Because for those who are completely impatient or not being able to develop that patience, then you can rely on the trade that I am opening to see what is the frequency of my trade. That will give you a very clear understanding of actually how I'm trading, because definitely you saw that in the results day after day we are showing the journals and everything. You know that we are extremely profitable every single week. And to remain profitable, how many trades that we are opening, you can see it very well. And that's what I'll tell you, that because your time is definitely worth, and it is possible to be profitable within a very, very short period of time if you pay attention and if you follow the rules, follow the law. And that's how it's a matter of habit and practice, and I'm sure that every one of you will be able to do that. And let's do it right now. Okay, Mohammed Yusuf, thank you for mentioning that. Yeah, absolutely, you are welcome. GJ sold nicely, daily making lower highs. Yeah, gold is crazy from the same pattern. It will go back to 1910 for liquidity gap. Okay, so very good. I see that. Very good comments, very good understanding. Living in USA, Mugda. Thank you. Yeah, from USA. You are welcome. We had students from all around the world, and that's the beauty of this academy. We have from all around the world. Jay, thank you. Awesome. Appreciate all your work. Spades, just listening to your analysis is helpful. I appreciate that too. So I'm selling NASDAQ. Is there any chance to buy? Gold at support. I wouldn't buy blindly. Okay, I wouldn't buy blindly because it's a falling market. First, let's figure out which way the market is trying to be heading. So far, we have seen that there is a potential for continuation to the downside, because if you look at the daily, what do you see that daily, the previous day a middleman, today so far we have seen the price has reached that resistance level and got rejected. And if you look at the 1 hour, we can see that 1 hour chart where the price, here is the liquidity trigger, and we see that from that level the price had a sharp rejection from 15 minutes. Okay, let's keep eye on the 5 minutes time frame to see. We see this head and shoulder formation on the 5 minutes, right? Breakdown. Now the price very highly, okay, it touched that 1900 level. All right, now from here we might see short-term pullback. Okay, this kind of market, before we buy, we need to be very, very cautious, which is very important, because at the end of the day, you know, trend matters. Okay, 70% of my trading decision I take based on trend. Trend is your friend. They said that until you quit your trading, it's your friend. So make sure that you, as long as you are trading, it's always better to trade with the trend. If you are trading with the trend, then even if you make a mistake along the way, I think Nikhil, you are writing a lot of sentences, the same things. How to find liquidity, sell side. Okay, I understand your question. Please don't write too many the same sentence whole chart. So I got your question. Thank you. I would appreciate it. All good. Get back to it. Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. I'm a trend trader. So do you know what kind of trader you are? It's very important that you need to know what's your style, what you like, what you don't like, what kind of trader you are. Can you define yourself? It's very important that you know what kind of trader you are, so that you know in what point you should be trading and what point you shouldn't be. Let me know, guys, what kind of trader you are. So Nikhil, all right, so Nikhil, your question is, sir, how to find liquidity, sell side or buy side? Okay, to find liquidity, you need to find out, you need to see where the retail trader. So applying common sense will give you a very good idea of the liquidity. So if you like, as a retail trader, if you open a position, then where do you put it? Stop loss is where the liquidity. Very simple. Now before the market grab the liquidity, it's gonna be very hard for you to see if there is a liquidity there. That's why it is always important that you wait for that liquidity to be grabbed before you grab the trade. This is the key points here. For example, this move, we saw that this is a fake move that I mentioned earlier, that DXY and dollar is moving, almost gold is moving in the same direction, because it was a fake move. Okay, this is what I mentioned, and probably you have seen that. Now in fact it was a fake move and the market has dropped from that level. All right, now with that fake move the market has dropped. That fake move is the liquidity grab. Now why this zone is a liquidity zone? Because if you look at this market, see the 4-hour candle, then you'll understand exactly. You see above this candle, let me tell you. Now above this 4-hour candle, when this candle close, imagine that this candle close, a lot of trader has sold this market, right? And majority of them put their stop loss above 1908 level. Now why the liquidity is there? Because see, there are two things. One is voluntary. Let's say you when you open a sell, that you are choosing to sell, but your stop loss is not you are choosing, but you are becoming a buyer. Try to understand what I'm saying. For example, you choose a trade to sell from here and your stop loss is here, and your stop loss is a buy order. This is where the key points. Okay, so when you sell a market, you are a seller. You thought that I'm a seller, but you are a buyer at the same time in different zone. In this level you are a seller, but in this level you are a buyer. You are a buyer means that, so what the smart money does is they look, when they want to buy, they scan the market, where is the seller. Try to understand. So when they need to sell, then they scan the market, where is buyer. So let me put you puzzle so that it goes to your inside your mind. This is the point A, this is the point B. All right, pardon me, B. Okay, now if the smart money is scanning the market, then write down in the chat, let's say smart money need to sell. All right, smart money need to sell, where they look for buyer, because they need seller. They need to sell, they need buyer. Because retail trader is selling from point A. All right, so if the smart money is scanning the market, then where they look for buyer. This is the point that you need to understand if you want to understand the liquidity. I know that it's a little bit of what I can say that confusing sometimes. Okay, let's say if you give you know, a product or a multiplication for a year 1 kid who are studying in kindergarten, sometimes it feels a little bit of confusing. The same way it's a little bit of confusing, but once you understand it, yeah, that's the point B. Absolutely, this is where the smart money find that buyer. Okay, so there is a buyer in that zone. Why? Because everyone is seller here, and whoever is seller here is a buyer here. Okay, so when there's seller here, there is a buyer here, and that seller turn into buyer, and when there is a lot of volume or buyer here, they sell, the market drops to that zone. All right, now you don't know it before it happens, right? You can't know it. So how do you then know where the liquidity gap? After the hungry whale finish its meal, okay, you know, you are in a deep blue ocean where you are a small fish. Now there is a big whale always moving around. Okay, you cannot take your meal from the I don't know what I have drawn here, so you cannot take his meal, but you can wait for that whale to finish its hunting, and then you go there and pick your, because when the whale is not hungry, it's not gonna bother you. So wait for that to happen before you jump on a trade. So similarly, if you look at the 4-hour, if you cross that zone here, what we see in that area is that the market, you see the price has triggered that liquidity, okay, has taken out all the sellers who were buyer here, and from that zone we see that massive drop happen. Now you see the price has gone back up for for this move. It's crucial to see now where it is doing. Okay, all reversal happen like this, so let's find out it is a reversal or it's a pullback. If it is a pullback, we'll be jumping on a trade. If we see that pullback, potential for pullback. All right guys, I hope that you're enjoying. Let me know in the live chat you are enjoying that, and if you are enjoying, make sure you leave a like. If you are not enjoying, give a dislike, but do something, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Every day, every weekend, also weekdays, I post a lot of content with an intention to help you in your trading. So once you subscribe, everything will be on your home page to see, so that you can learn and grow as a trader. Let me see here what it's trying to do. From 5 minutes, see a little bit of rejection from the top. Very well, thank you. Now from 15 minutes, which potentially showing rejection from the neckline. 5 minutes also. So if it's gonna drop, then where can we expect it to drop? Looking at the daily, there's a weekly candle here at 1897. So we can expect a touch of that level. So if that's the case, let it first gather enough liquidity here. So 1 hour closing as a right here, we need to see that this is a this is a head and shoulder. We see that breakdown, retest. Now Okay, so we can expect a bit more penetration to the upside. Then we'll look for, so if we see that the market is showing really a strong bearish here, then we'll be selling. Otherwise I'll look to still to wait for a little confirmation. So far 15 minutes, might see another one try to go up. Right. Could see some consolidation in that area. Still not very impressively bearish. This is a neckline of this head and shoulder. Breakdown, we can expect it to, this is the support here, turn resistance. From that level we can expect for the price to have a rejection now. If it is gathering liquidity from here and getting rejected, then we can look for selling to this level, right? So we need to see another upside and then forming that another long wick candle getting rejected, then we can look for selling to this level. All right, so which is very possible to happen. Okay, it's very interesting. Okay, let me see which way. Okay, sir, thank you. It's down market, don't Amal, very good. Good morning, trend trader, thank you. Trevor, Ajay, point B, very good. Yes, awesome. How long can someone keep a trade? Zofia cash, there is no limit time for it. Gold usually we deal in short term, but some. Okay, very good. Not yet. No, we didn't open anything yet, but if we find, yeah, we'll be looking to enter. First, let it break to the upside again. Hello coach, what do you think about buying for GJ? We'll be looking at that. Okay. Around thank you. L 1910 liquidity grab. Yeah, we see that the market is trying to, yeah, so it has broken another high. Right, so here is the key points to look at for the price to go back up, right? And from the 1 hour close, we see that the market has closed with this long bearish candle. Now here 4 hour, which is, this is a current high, and 30 minutes, 15 minutes. Okay, so we see that that bounce. Okay, so we see that upside. Let it go first as much as it can, and it will show its hand because the price already, this is the 4 hour candle, which is very likely to close as a bearish, so there is a potential for downside. Now to enter any position, we need to see that the market has done enough liquidity trigger from that zone. Okay, so here now the price in a red zone. Okay, the zone in a where we can expect for sharp rejection after testing this level. So this is a resistance line here. Okay, it might even can break the high again, can break 1910 again, and then could come back down, but may not go that far. Let me see where we can expect it to have a return back. Yes, patience. If you are patient, then you are a trader. If you are not patient, then you are a gambler. You're gonna lose all that you have, and then you're gonna look for another lose and another lose, and then ultimately quit trading. All right, so which one you want to be? You want to be a trader, or you want to lose all you have? This is very important. You see that the market is now you see it's moving up again to the level where so 4 hour is forming that doji. So here it could try to break the 1910 again, which is very possible, and from that zone we can expect for this rejection. All right, so let's find out where we can find an entry. Also, as I mentioned, if you some of you may not have a lot of time to sit in front of the chart. That's why I send all my trade with entries, stop loss and take profit with clear explanation of the strategies that I'm using to trade the market. So if you are interested, also you can check out the website link below this video. You can visit the website and then click join now button. Then you'll be able to join and access all the tools that I have. So you can see all the trade that I'm opening. You can access all the tools that I have, and also you can have an access to the VIP chat group. So link below this video. You can visit the website and then click join now button. Then you'll be able to access. Any question, don't hesitate to ask. So here what we see that does this enough? Not yet, because until we see this is a resistance line here, okay, and that I have drawn in that zone. So either it's gonna come down along this zone or it's gonna test either of this one. Okay, here form a long wick candle from 5 minutes. Bullish engulfer followed by a doji. Got sharply rejected. All right, so from that doji we see that rejection, but I'm not very happy for sell. You see that there's again rejection coming. Now here is the so here let's see if there's any reversal. It's a very sharply falling market. I wouldn't be buying until I see clean change of trend. These two 5 minutes candle showing potentially some upside movement, but I think that then they might fail to create a higher high. Instead, you could see that ultimately they're gonna break down again. So for 4 hour, we see that the market is nearly forming a doji, and in that area we might see some so 15 minutes closing as a so there is a trap here. Okay, there is a probability that there is a trap. So this is a bullish candle, this is a bullish candle, both of them bullish candle. Now buying from here will be against the trend. Okay, so these two are bull candle. Now if this candle failed to create a higher high, that means that we might see the downside, but this one is a bullish candle and this one also a bullish. Both of them are significantly bullish candle. Now here is a very important point to see what it is doing here at the moment. It has gone to a very crucial level. This green candle we need to see sharp rejection from that zone for this potential trading opportunity. Okay, alright guys, I hope that you're enjoying. Let me know guys in the live chat if you have any question. There is a sharp rejection from 5 minutes order block. Yeah, not enough. I think it's going up to hunt all. Yeah, that's what it's doing, hunting. Okay, so in the meantime we will be looking at some other instrument as well. I think it's coming up. Okay, so let's quickly look at dollar yen. Will give us some more ideas on what the market is doing. Dollar yen, if you look at the daily, from that level we see that rejection on dollar yen. And if we look at Gbpusd, a bit more different picture. If we look at euro dollar, see the same way, it's trying to pull back. And Gbpjpy, which is from 1 hour, which is a bearish candle, but it's a long-term bull market. GJ, we might see some breakdown, but it is a long-term bullish market. So this market, until we see a clear change of trend, I hesitate to sell. Looking at gold again, we see that very sharp rejection. Let me see. Yeah, we got that rejection candle. Okay, now I will be going short on gold with a stop loss above this high. So as I mentioned, anything can happen. It might go for another liquidity trigger, and I'll be my TP target will be at just at 1900 level, because it might go up down for another liquidity trigger. So my stop loss at 1908. This is the, so anything can happen, guys. Make sure that you're not taking a big risk or opening a demo account. Now if it doesn't drop from that zone, then that's a very strong liquidity trigger that may not be able to accommodate on that. So stop loss at 1908.33, TP 1900.23. So I'll explain, guys, why I'm opening. Let's first let it drop in the direction that we are expecting. I'm a bit late entry, but here we see that, as I mentioned, these two candle look to me that it was a trap. So looks like that if this one is closing so far, which closed as a bearish candle, so which in fact showing potential that this two candle was a bull trap, which probably has happened. All right, and Gangdeep Singh, it's up to you. It's up to you if you want to go live trading with me. It's completely up to you, but if you don't want to stay with me for 3 hours, also if you have a full-time job, that's why I share all my trade in the VIP group. So if you are not being able to follow along the whole live session, you can stay connected by joining the VIP group as well. So I do share all my trade. I'm online or offline on the VIP group, where you can see all the trades, including entry, stop loss, and take profit. And also you can learn the strategy that I'm trading. When you are on the group, you will be able to access all the tools that I'm using. The link below this video, you can find the first link, visit the website, and then you can click join now button to see see all the trade that I'm opening with entry, stop loss, and TP target. And also you can access the trading tools that I have. Also you can access the VIP chat group. So here we see that this is a sharp rejection. Now if it is still going up, then that's a notorious act, but slowly we see that it's coming down, which is good for us. I want to see a drop giving us the TP that we need for the day, and then if we need another one, we'll look for that. All right, guys, are you with me? Give a big like, and also make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Press that bell button if you haven't done yet. So we see that significant liquidity grab happen. Now we can expect a downside. This is a 2-to-1 risk to reward to risk trade. Let's see how it is, if it is playing out. And go up again for another liquidity, which eventually it's also possible. As I mentioned, this is a here is the so looking at the 15 minutes here on Alright, so from 5 minutes onward, now from 1 hour chart, if we look at the 1 hour candle, is very important. There is now this is a 1 hour middleman, which is from 4 hour. If we look at, which is 30 seconds, means this candle is closing, we can expect for the drop. And so far we are on the track. All right guys, are you on the track? Let me know in the live chat you are on the track. So we see that here it's a sometimes very volatile because of the news has come out twice. Now this 5 minutes candle is, I wanted to see that it's closing as a red candle, which is needed. 40 seconds remaining. We see that bearish, yeah. Yeah, that's what we need as a narrow doji. So yep, that's what it is. I'm on profit zone. Let it have a rejection. So a narrow doji, which is rejection from the top. Now if they are still hungry, then yeah, we can expect some downside here. Alright guys, I hope that you now enjoying. Make sure you like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Alright, I'm in profit zone, and I will give a shout out if I do any modification in my trade. And also I'll be updating the VIPs as well. I have shared the same trade with the VIPs as well. Alright, so if it managed to drop, we should be able to see that it has come down to 1900 level. That is what our aim here is, for the gold to come back down to give us the pip that we need to pay the bills, isn't it? Pip will pay your bill if you know how to earn the pip. Okay, so this is what we teach you here on Forex Trading Wizard Academy, how to catch the good trade by being patient. Patience is always will pay off. All right, so you can join the force, you can join the team to speed up your learning and growing as a trader. I would recommend you to do that, because you know, one mistake will cost you 10 times more than what you pay for your development and education. It's nothing in comparison with the value that we bring to the students in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. I keep it very simple because it's almost free, you can say, because you see that the education that I provide here, that everyone enjoying in this academy, is completely different, that you will not find anywhere. And I'll recommend you to take the opportunity today. Once you are on the website, just click join now button, and then you will be able to access everything, including the tools that I use, strategy that I use. You can see all the trade that I'm opening with entries, stop loss, and take profit that I do share every single day. So today's trade, that this is the trade that also that way I have posted all of them. So you see that gold is running in good peep. I am almost a nearly 0.5% profit running. So I want to see that it's dropping down before taking any profit out. So here what I'm going to do, let me see, we are 24 pip profit up on this one. So what I'm going to do now at the moment, I will take 50% off, and then I will move my stop loss at entry. All right, it's very important that you follow the instruction. Right, so the trade is break even, that risk free for me, still not yet. I updated, so I took 50% so that my account is growing. All right, and then I move my stop loss at entry so that I can not exactly at entry, I will keep a little bit up so that I'm not, you know, stopped out due to any kind of spread variation. I'm risk free on gold trade. Smash the like button now, and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. And if you are making good profit, make sure you always do the risk management, do it in demo account. And if you enjoyed this trade, give a like, and also make sure you always use a regulated broker, because you are making good profit, hard-earned money. Always keep in a safe broker. So the broker that I use, I put a link below this video in the description area. And also you can I have given a link in the live chat as well for the broker that I use. You can use that broker. They're 100% safe and regulated by SEC and FCA. So any capital that you put on is in the safe hands. So my trade now is a risk-free trade. Now you have seen the display how to be patient. All right, now let me repeat some of the things that I discussed when this candle was forming. Guys, keep in mind that if you review those live streaming, all right, if you want to be a profitable trader, I would recommend you to always go back up and then see what I said and what happened, so that you know next time how to do that. All right, now what did I say when this candle was forming? How many of you can remember that this two candle could be the bull trap? This is what I exactly said, right? The reason I'm repeating that reference is because so that you know why I said and what happened. Next time you can track it by yourself. So when this candle formed, these two are bull candle, but I was not interested in buying. These two candles are trap. That's why I told you that there are three secrets in the market: market structure, liquidity, and price action. If you miss one secret, then you're gonna be the half-wise. Half-wise is very, very difficult to win anything. So you have to be the full wise. Okay, how do you do that? By understanding the three secrets. Okay, market structure, liquidity, and price action. Now here the price action and liquidity both in your favor, but the most important component of trading is not in your favor, is the market structure. The overall market structure in gold is bearish. Okay, so when these three things not aligning in your favor, then you are not in the right track to take the trade. And this is why I didn't take the trade, and it was a trap that I discussed, and this is what happened next time. And this is the candle that I was waiting for, a long sharp rejection with a strong liquidity zone from the zone, and this is what happened. Smash the like button now, and also let's keep up and look for another one. and as soon as we will find another one, we will be jumping on that trade. All right, let me know in the live chat you did it. Okay, what else? Thank you. Yeah, I think it's coming up live at week for previous time. Thank you very much. Sir, can you please explain the thought behind the trade? Want to learn, please move the. Yes, absolutely, yes. I mean, thank you. Coach, I still fear a possible liquidity gap before the drop. Okay, I'm still waiting, coach. Please thought on trade Mugda. Yeah, absolutely. This is the main goal here, is to explain everyone why the trade was taken, because I don't want every trader here relying on my signal will never make you profitable. It's just a short-term support so that you can learn and grow as a trader, but I wouldn't recommend to rely on the signal. Instead, always look at the bigger picture and learn by so that you can do it by yourself, and this is the main goal here. Thank you, coach. No problems. Thanks, coach. Learning a lot. Amazing. Charles, hello, coach. Thanks for your insight. You are welcome. Stephen, AUD USD, euro dollar. Okay, so gold is now risk free, either taking us out of the trade or giving us the full profit. It's not that much of concern for us. I'm expecting to take the next half full, otherwise take me out of the trade, no problem. I take 50%. It's more than enough for me for the whole month. So now let's quickly look at AUD USD to see what's happening. Now looking at AUD USD at the moment, very choppy. Really, I didn't like this kind of price action. That's why I didn't trade for the next 2 weeks. I didn't have a single trade on AUD USD. I'll come back to it, guys, if you're on a trade. Let's quickly look at the euro dollar. Okay, so euro dollar is very nicely trending. We see that there is a sharp breakdown on euro dollar as expected. I expected euro dollar to go up first and then to drop, but in fact it has gone up, not that far, but it's in the zone, it's in the direction of the major trend. Now if we look at here on 15 minutes time frame to see the lower time frame price action on euro dollar, we have seen that there is a very sharp drop from that level with a narrow correction, and we have seen that there is a in that zone a very drop in that level. Let me see here. All right. So give a feedback, guys. How many were you on this trade? I need a feedback about trade. Is very good broker. I used to have it and I was very happy now, and they do not accept customers for the country where I live. Zofia, yes, thanks for your recommendation. Yeah, absolutely. Anything I bring in this academy, the first thing that I look for is my subscribers, my traders benefit, and the rest, because this is how everything comes in this world. I have gone through a lot of in this small life. I have gone through more than I think enough, and what I realize is that actually the real truth is that anything you want, you need to help others to gain. This is the universal law. This is an absolute universal law. So if you are looking to be successful, all right, as a trader, as a businessman, as in your job, in your career, anything, it's a very simple formula that you can use. Is that anything? See, the first thing is to find out what you want, and interestingly, majority of the people don't know what they want. That's the mystery. So the first thing is to find out. Okay, we see that this is a So going up for a deeper pullback. I'm still on the trade. The main thing here, all right, the major goal here is to find out what you want, right? So when you know what you want, the next thing is, how do you know what you want? You need to find out. So the next thing is help others to gain the same, and it automatically will come to you without any doubt. Okay, it's a universal law that no one can disobey this law. So this is what, very simple. Now if you want to, let's say some of you maybe want to have some more attention, right? This is sometimes happen. People look for attention, and everyone needs attention. So if you think that you need more attention, give it to others, and that's gonna come to you, no doubt about it. If you need money, if you think that you need financial freedom, then you need to help others to gain that. Now you might say, okay, I want to be a trader and I want to trade so that I can gain financial freedom. Here is no involvement of helping others to gain that, right? Absolutely, it is involved. See, when you are trading, you are actually investing. Okay, you are an investor. So it's a micro, what I can say, the micro investment. But if you consider everything, let's say if you take a rock in your hand, and a tiny particle of that rock is also a rock, right? You cannot, I'm out of that trade. Okay, no problem at all. I took 50%. If we find another one, we will be opening again, no problem. This is how trading is. So we got 50%, the other 50% is break even, no problem at all. We take the move, we will be taking another one. So if you take a rock, the tiny particle of that rock is also a rock. So when you trade, let's say you buy euro dollar, right? What did you do? You bought euro, so you invested on euro, so you are contributing to the economy. All right, your money or your buying on euro is evaluating the value. Okay? It's elevating the value of euro, and that's, you are contributing to the economy to help others so that they can also because when currency goes up, a lot of investment come, there is job created. Okay, so when a country's economy flourish, there is a lot of job opportunity, people get more salary rise. All right, so that's how you are helping with your trade to the economy. See, it's a micro expression that I can say, but if you pin down, then you'll understand that everything has a correlationship. So that's how, by being a profitable trader, you are actually helping. Also, you are helping in many ways. See, there is a passive and active help. See, when you are trading, let's say profitably trading or even trading, there is a lot of volume you are putting on the market, that's creating a lot of job opportunity, right? So that's how you are helping. So this is what you need to understand, that anything you want to gain, you need to help others to gain the same, and that's how you can become. So this is the main theme here in Forex Trading Wizard Academy, the main intention, because intention creates result, not anything else. So that's why our members appreciating us. I'm appreciating every one of you for all the value that you are putting in the channel, in the academy, and I want to make everyone profitable, as long as you want to make yourself profitable, and that's a two-way communication. So let's look for another one to see where is the next opportunity coming up for us. Gold, we might find another opportunity. Let's leave that up. We had around 0.5%. okay, that's fine, more than enough. So we will be looking at another trade. Let me see. Okay, coach, what trading did you do? Didn't hear it. Okay, Dheeraj, why I was short on gold, USD. Coach, what? Okay, I was short on gold. GJ, okay, we'll be looking at that. Mugda was, I was on gold trade, took profit. Mugda, that's awesome. Means happy with the analysis. I was on the trade, made good profit for the day. Eddie, very good. Coach, happy. What's your view on USR? Okay, so while it is, you know, ranging in that area, let's look at what else we have to see. Quickly looking at the indices, US30 and WTI. So US oil, which is bull market that we discussed yesterday, it's very sharply, this is a very strongly bullish market. US oil, if you look at the monthly, we can see that this is a monthly candlestick pattern. From here, bullish candle followed by another bullish candle followed by a narrow candle. From here we see that on WTI the price has broken to the upside, and from that zone we see that WTI is heading to the upside, and I think that the market may continue to rise. If we look at the weekly, we can see that from the weekly perspective, a bullish engulfer, all right, followed by a narrower candle, which is a bullish candle followed by another bullish candle. So we see that the market is heading to the upside, and from the daily, every day the price is creating series of higher high and higher low. From lower time frame perspective, we see that the market is moving to the upside. All right, so resistance here, support here. We see the market is heading on the 4 hour to the upside. This is a sharply bullish market. For me to enter, I need liquidity grab from any of this zone will give me the opportunity for potentially buying on US oil. Okay, so at the moment it's in a very sharp, you know, upside momentum. Will not be a good idea to buy until we see, you know, any kind of local breakdown. Especially if it is managed to break this support, will be a very good zone for potential buying opportunity on US oil. All right, now I will be looking at US NASDAQ and US30. Okay, so looking at NASDAQ, let me see, monthly, weekly, 4 hour. Okay, so here what NASDAQ is doing, you can see that this is what in the beginning of the session that we discussed, that NASDAQ might be going up to hit that and then to come down. We see that a spike has made, not a very big spike, but seems to me that, okay, from this 1 hour candle, let me see US30 and NASDAQ. So there is a chance of drop in that market after closing of this candle. We will see this 1 hour candle on NASDAQ is also sharp rejection from the top. Here This is the weekly high, and from the daily perspective, there's a very high probability for NASDAQ to have a short-term drop at least. So if you look at the 1 hour, which I see that there is a bearish price action on the 1 hour. You can expect the price to come back down to this level, which is possible. It's a very low risk to reward if we trade that one. Can trade, is a high probability, but yeah, there is a potential for downside. Okay, this one we might see on the candle close, 1 hour candle close, we might see some pullback to the upside to this level, and from that zone we could see that NASDAQ is dropping down to this level. All right, so we'll look at that. Let's see on gold, again has come back down from that level, right? We have seen another rejection from this liquidity zone again. So ultimately this 4 hour candle closing as a middleman, which also has a liquidity trigger. So 230 minutes candle forming series of lower high. So gold is coming down, we see that potentially. So if we look at that on NASDAQ, also we see that the price, okay, so it has dropped. Yeah, so NASDAQ is potentially to this level here, very sharp drop. All right, and now I'm selling gold. Yeah, what's your take on dollar yen? Yeah, absolutely, I'm satisfied already. Okay, very good, sir. Do you have 2 entries, sir? Okay, so for the entry, yeah, absolutely, if there is any entry coming up, why we shouldn't miss it? All right, why should you miss it? Make sure, guys, stay energized, smash the like button, and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. And also, if you want to join a regulated broker, I recommend always to use a regulated broker. Our recommended broker is Gbpusd. So Gbpusd link you can find below this video, and also I can give you a link in the live chat that you can use to register, and then you can start trading with regulated broker. Once you click that link, it will take you to the registration page where you can fill out the information, and then once you are done, you can start trading with every day with a minimum capital, maybe $100, $1,000, or a minimum, any amount that you want to trade. There will be you will be in a safe hand because they are regulated. So deposit and withdrawal is very easy to do. So you can do that, and any question also don't hesitate to ask. So let's quickly look at now on JPY pairs. We see that GJ is having a very sharp drop. Now GBP JPY from the daily, there was a long consolidation and breakdown. So from the monthly, if we look at GJ rejected from the monthly high, so it might now come down to the monthly 50% zone. We see that the price is rejecting from the high, so there are some levels, then GBP JPY might be coming down and hitting that. If we look at the weekly, we can see that so far with a gap opening, the bulls tried to break the high, creating series of lower high melting. So we might see that GJ changing the, at least for short term, changing its trend. Highly likely that we could see well below coming down. If we look at the daily, here we see that from the daily perspective on GBP JPY, it's maintaining dynamic resistance here, and with that dynamic resistance, the price dropping down, creating series of lower high and lower low. There's a daily bearish candle. If you look at the 4 hour, we can see that in that area the price, you see that there is a structure here has broken down. This is a long-term bull market, but it's trying to break towards the downside. Where the price is on GJ here, it's not a really good place for selling. I will be waiting for first an upside bias and then coming down for a deeper drop. All right, and that timing could be on the 15 minutes. We see that there's a nice looking trend, any kind of pull back to the upside with a strong liquidity gap. We can look for selling to this level on GBP JPY. So we see that big consolidation pattern, basically giving a very high probability for GJ for some more downside. So going back to gold again, we see that sharp drop on gold again from that zone, has come back down again to that support level. So the way this price action has formed on gold is, we see that there is a downward momentum in it. So for me, for 15 minutes closing as another bearish candle. So back to back here the market is, see, there is a huge consolidation pattern, but at the same time it's a structure that is potentially for bearish. Now 4 hour, if we look at the candle is closing 3 minutes, this is what, now if you go back again, you'll see the same thing that we discussed, that this candle is not going to go up, it's gonna come down. It did that. This is the real-time information that you need to understand if you really master the trading, the movement in the market. So along with mastering that, also you need to master trading psychology, which is also very important if you really want to be a profitable trader. There are 3 things you need to combine together: risk management, technical, that means that strategy, candlestick pattern, price action. Third thing is trading psychology. Okay, so what is a trading psychology? Trading psychology is being non-negotiable in your trading strategy, in your rules of the strategy. Every strategy should have well-defined plan and rules in that strategy. All right, so if you don't have, you are lacking that strategy, don't worry, there is a strategy, a lot of strategy out there. Okay, free strategy available on the YouTube channel, mine or any one channel. You can look for, you can watch that, and also you can we do have our premium strategy also available on the website that you can access. The difference is that when you learn a strategy that I am using, that I can guide you to the direction. Okay, so there's a back testing available, there's a feedback available, you can ask the question. This is the difference, but you can do it by yourself also if you don't want to join. If you have a lot of time, you can do that. You can go through the channel, learn it, back test it, and implement it. In that case, you need to sort out the good strategy from the bad strategy that is performing well. Okay, probe and back tested. Always behind every strategy there is a word called probe and back tested. So if you pick a strategy from any channel or from my channel, from anywhere, you need to back test it so that your brain can know that actually it works. Every strategy works, but you need to back test it so that you can understand that it works. Okay, so for example, if I give a 2-year kid $1 that she doesn't know anything, if I say that it will give you the chocolate, the kids needs to see that actually when they give the coin that gives the chocolate, so the next time pick the same coin, do the same thing. Our brain works in that way. So you can do anything, but the main goal here, keep in mind that learn as fast as you can, but at the same time being patient is the key to be profitable as a trader. Okay, so let's quickly now look at what else we have to see here on the chart. So 1 hour middleman has gone that zone, and we see that the market is now trending down. Okay, all right, let me see. I'll be looking at the dollar. Let's see the dollar cat. Dollar cat is very, very long week candles falling with an interesting structure. Let me see. Yeah, so we might see that dollar cat is breaking this low and then coming down to create a new lower low. Let's quickly look at the news calendar to see what is coming. Tomorrow is Friday, all right, and today and tomorrow, very, very important day. Friday and Monday is the best day always for me and for all traders. So let's quickly look at on Friday. There is coming up Empire State Manufacturing Index and preliminary UOM consumer sentiment. So both of them tomorrow on dollar and CNY industrial production per year. So tomorrow is a USD day, all right, and tomorrow with that USD day we see that gold has in fact broken down there, right? So yeah, it has broken down. So tomorrow is USD day. Let's quickly look at it. You can say Gbp USD also has formed that bearish pattern. So we might see that the market is trending along with AUD USD. So AUD USD, you see that it was a fake move. It's failed that and it's now coming down. So all the USD pairs we see that coming down. Okay, so if we look at the monthly on AUD USD, we see this is the monthly candle. There is a bearish engulfer followed by this month so far is still in a very smaller range, but is still bearish. If we look at the weekly time frame, we can see that from the weekly perspective as well, AUD USD creating series of lower high in that area, and we see potentially downside. And if we look at the daily, today's candle has crossed the daily 20 MA, getting rejected from this liquidity zone. So we might see that in the upcoming sessions and days, slowly AUD USD creating series of lower high and lower low, from this lower time frame, we see that AUD/USD slowly getting rejected from the top. We might see a doji or a bearish candle, and slowly we can expect for the price to come down on AUD/USD, which is also reflecting on gold. So 4-hour candle closed on gold, which is a middleman. Okay, now this 4-hour middleman on gold has given a high probability for the price to come down to this support level. So here is the support, and we might see that the market is coming down to 1890 level. So from 15 minutes the market is highly bearish. All right, so what do you see here is that in that area, this is the resistance line, market is trending, and very highly likely we'll see that stopping down. I will still keep looking for another one. You know, traders are always like a breakfast, lunch, and then dinner. We need to keep, you know, looking at the chart, keep eating, keep trading. All right, so how many of you are still hungry for another trade? See that movement. All right, so coach, I'm still gold short, very good. Holding or some US100, NASDAQ bearish or bullish. Okay, we'll be looking at that as well. So in the meantime, guys, make sure you join the free Telegram channel as well, so that you are not missing out anything that in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. I'll put a link in the live chat for free Telegram channel. So the link below the video in the description area for the free Telegram channel. I have given a link in the live chat as well. Click that link for the free Telegram channel, and then you can stay connected to take a trade. And more importantly, subscribe to the channel, guys. Otherwise you will miss me, you will not see me anymore. I might get lost from your homepage. So make sure you like that and also subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna pause for 2 seconds so everyone have time to do that. That's awesome. This weekend also I'll be releasing some valuable content. I had a question from a student, from a trader and a student in academy. A very good question. 3 questions he has done. So I'll, based on this 3 questions, I'll create a very important lesson, and I'll be releasing this weekend. So make sure you stay connected by subscribing, and during the London session time, as usual, I'll be releasing the content, so you can stay alert on that. Okay, Deepak, money for me, yes. Okay, all right. Now we can't force the market, but if there is anything, definitely we will be looking at. And let me see the NASDAQ. So NASDAQ has a drop from that level, sharp drop. All right, then as I mentioned, this is a so NASDAQ is bearish. It's a bearish market at the moment, so we might see that it's gonna hit that level, which is almost nearly there. Yeah, we could see it's trending, and very highly likely it's gonna test this 15305. NASDAQ is downside so far. Let me see dollar yen. Okay, where we can find the opportunity, we'll take it. So dollar yen, we see that with the weakness on gold, and you see that weak strengthening on DXY. Dollar yen is trying to be bullish. So you see from the daily support level, dollar yen had a bounce. I think that you see this is the daily low, previous daily low. Very highly likely dollar yen will try to break the low before moving up. So here we might see a liquidity candle on the daily. So this is a sign of break and then, you know, liquidity trigger. You see that the price just from the daily support had a bounce, right? Has gone back up to the daily resistance. There is a very highly likely that during the lifetime of this candle, okay, this is the 4-hour candle, we could see another wave of drop. It might break this low, that will break the daily low, and then we could see the dollar yen is heading to the upside. There is a chance of breakout on dollar yen of this resistance level. So there is a resistance here on dollar yen. You can see there is a weakless candle. This drop was a fake move, and from that zone we see the dollar yen is trending to the upside. So this liquidity grab is basically gaining momentum for a breakout. High chance that dollar yen, after gaining more, especially if it breaks the daily low, which is very likely, it might cross this low today, come down well below, and then will go back up, closing as a doji on the daily, and then we could see the dollar yen is heading to the upside. So if we look at this lower time frame, is that there's a chance dollar yen to come down and then to move up to break this zone, and then to have that upside momentum. So it will be a good pair very soon for potential bullish momentum once we see that enough liquidity is triggered. Especially once it will break this support level, I will go short, long on dollar yen, and any trade that coming along the way, definitely I will be also posting it to you guys. If you are not on in the VIP, I'll post on the YouTube also. Today also I posted the euro dollar analysis that I made on TradingView. Also I posted on YouTube and also on Instagram, so you can follow me everywhere you can find, so that you are notified as soon as you are notified. And if you want to get it very soon, also you can join us in the VIP group, where it's an enormous value in it. So with that being said, guys, I strongly believe that you enjoyed this live session. Slowly we'll extend more time. I know that trading sometimes become very, very tedious, and taking too long could be very hard for you. So, and also sometimes too long could lead us over trading, but when the day we have a good day, we will definitely trade more. And I hope that you enjoyed this live session. Keep in mind that trading is all about probability, risk management, having a good strategy, and money management. I really want you to be profitable as a trader, so this is the main goal here for you and me together. So don't give away the profit, keep it on your trading account. I'll see you again tomorrow in the next live. Until that, stay well, stay happy, and I will miss you for the next around 23 hours. Until that, see you tomorrow.